EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we wrap up our Monday night schedule with another great matchup here in Week 17. As it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Set now to wrap up a busy week of football. Happy to have you with us. And, folks, we are underway on Monday Night Primetime. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone. So that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll be tackled right on the chart at the 45. A good start. One play, 10 yards. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, LA. Devontae Adams. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Rams go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. 35-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he puts his head down and gets up. To the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Next to receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing, Shuck. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A 2nd-round pick leading this offense well. It'll be a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
To the air again is Shuck. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. Falcons are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Keenan Allen with career touchdown number 75. And the Falcons respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Nick Folk for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 1. Stafford. Looking left side, he's got a man. That's Taylor. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's good for our Rams. First down. First and 10 at the 88-yard line.
Back to throw. Stafford. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now it's Stafford. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Good coverage on that play by A.J. Terrell. You talk about this Falcon defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times. Ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing is Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes in this first quarter. And the Rams have taken the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but
Let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Shuck. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Running back Kyron Williams deep for L.A. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Hey, 22!
Now Stafford. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Stafford now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Los Angeles.
Out of the gun, Stafford. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now Stafford. And this one is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Here's Jake Bailey now. On the return is Williams. Nifty footwork at the 45. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over.
Ready. Blue 60. 21. Hey, give me a radar.
Here's Stafford. And that's incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways call these penalties.
They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop it behind the line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. First and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Stafford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Set. And middle. 180.
Here's Stafford. That is caught. And he's going to have a Rams first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Rams will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
21-7.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here we go, Shaq.
Now Shuck. Looking there for points, but intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready. Omaha. Ready. Yellow 80. Yellow 80.
After the interception, here's Stafford. That's going to be taken in by Downs. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Jonathan Taylor in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
28, Falcons 7.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. They'll throw now on the final play. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
First of all, you ain't rap long enough. You ain't strong enough. So whatever it is, they got you thinking that you Superman. I got the internet. Somebody, the mic, that's characters, not even good actors. What's going to be the outcome? Let's add up all the factors.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
59! Set! Red 80! Tonight!
They run once more with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and is showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may have been turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Falcons 7.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready! Liking 18!
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. 3rd down and 13.
It's a gain of 2. 3rd down and 13.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Here we go. Go.
They'll indeed go. Here's Shuck. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Shuck. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
22.
From the 25, here's 2nd down at a yard. Up the middle, here's Taylor. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
To throw is Stafford. He hits Adams complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Rams, 1st down. A gain of 21 yards. And the Rams, 1st down.
Adams, the man in motion left. Here's back-to-back catches for Devontae Adams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Blue 60.
In motion, the tight end. To the right side, this is Taylor. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Ready.
Touchdown, Jonathan Taylor, 32 yards. And the Rams have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them are the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
It's now third down.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Play action now. Shuck. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Warrior 70. Set. Cougar 19.
From the shotgun, it's Shuck. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
From the gun, Shuck. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Rocco 80.
On third down, Robinson. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of first down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Tiger.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy. We enjoy our time at the table.
Left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the Sticks.
That's good. First down. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Going to be taken in here by McCool. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 18 more yards there and another first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
180.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
That's another. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Stafford now to throw. That complete to Downs. And a hard tackle there as he'll go down after a gain of about 5. 2nd and 5.
At the 36-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 116 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
A gain of 12. First down.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now Stafford. And it'll be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. Here's a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 11-yard line.
Shuck now to throw. That's out wide here for Robinson. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have the Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Falcons, first down.
60
First and 10.
Again, it's Shuck. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Double right. Set. 180. White. Stay 50. Stay 50.
Stafford going to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Stafford. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over here up near the 40. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making...
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So for Los Angeles, they get a 6th win of the season to go with their 10 losses. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.